And hello once again, and today I'm going to be talking about today, November the 5th. What does that mean? Guy Fawkes Night, or is it called Bonfire Night? But people call it Fireworks Night nowadays. You know, I don't think people know the true meaning of what Guy Fawkes Night really means. What it really is I think it was it 18th or the 17th century. My history is no good. A guy called Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Fucking shame he didn't succeed. Yeah, there would have been no government. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, this is the point of why Guy Fawkes Night. This was the point of it. November the 5th, because that's when it happened. It wasn't about fireworks. The reason why, did I just mention it? Yeah, he wanted to blow up the House of the Parliament. That's what it's about. I think back in the day he was burnt alive. Obviously death penalty was about back then, and you know, laws were completely different. This is how this night became. Yes, I said there was no fireworks, nothing to do with that. And the tradition was to make a guy. You make a guy, you know, out of old stuffing, and you just make a guy and sit him on your bonfire when you made it. That's what it was up until the 1980s. I can't remember if it was still going in the 1990s. I don't think it was. I think it died out during the 1980s. Because when I was a child, that's what we used to do. We used to make a guy, build a bonfire. November the 5th came. We just made our bonfire, and yes, I'm having a drink. About 6 o'clock. I think that was the law back then. You can have a bonfire after 6 o'clock. I don't know what the laws are now. Can you even have a bonfire these days? Is it all about health and safety, or being PC and bullshit like that? Yeah, and you just set fire to the fucking thing. What great days they were. Fucking amazing. I love bonfires. I really enjoyed a good bonfire. Making the bonfire, you know, prepping it, preparation, all that, just building it up, finding stuff just to burn, you know, you just, whatever you found and it burnt, you used, and you put it onto your bonfire. It doesn't matter. Fucking amazing days. Fucking brilliant. Whatever you found in your house that burns, well, obviously with no value, you're going to chuck it away anyway. Add it to your bonfire. Fuck it, let's burn it. And the guy that you made, you stick him on top. Maybe if you got terps or white spirit, or even petrol. You know, we have petrol. Hang on. Yeah, a bit of a jump cut there. Yeah, it's the same. If you had a lot of households had it, like petrol, maybe in a can, or methylated spirits, or because a lot of people did painting, you know, so you needed to dip your paintbrush in to thin them out, you know, remove the paint. So, and they were very highly flammable, and it really made the bonfire go up. Oh, believe me, it did. It was just brilliant. Excuse me. You know, I miss those days. I really fucking miss those days. You don't see that no more. That's the thing. You don't see a bonfire anymore. I can understand why, because it does totally fuck up your garden. It'll leave a fucking patch. Sometimes we had an old, you remember the old dustbins? The old metal dustbins. We used to have a bonfire in that. Or we just, because our garden was a bit of a shithole at the time, but when I was a child, the garden was a shithole. But it didn't matter. There was always a patch where you just like lit your bonfire. You know, that was our bonfire patch. Yeah, great days, great days. I mean, fireworks are great, but you need the bonfire. It was much better with a bonfire. You know, fireworks is just the same old thing sometimes. You go up rockets and bang, bang, you know. That's not the point of Guy Fawkes Night. The point of Guy Fawkes was the bonfire itself. Because I think that's how, you know, they burnt him alive. They'd put him on a fire and they burnt him alive. You know, that's how we make penny for the guy. Penny for the guy. Who did penny for the guy? You just much better than trick or treating. I never done trick or treating. I fucking hated Halloween, but the trick or treating's something I've never done. But penny for the guy. What you do, you build a guy, and during the day you stop somewhere, just take him. There's a group of you, and you know, people would give you money for the guy. You just say penny for the guy, and people just stop there and put money. You know, I think that's so much better than trick or treating. Ah, brilliant days, brilliant days. Ah, I'll tell you what, that is the one thing I really do miss. Yes, Christmas was great when you were a kid, but Halloween I've always hated, you know. But Bonfire Night, Guy Fawkes Night was something I really enjoyed. I loved Guy Fawkes Night. It wasn't a case of the fireworks so much, it was the making of the bonfire. You know, just setting fire to crap, you know, just foraging for, you know, wood or anything that burns and just adding it to your bonfire. You know, it's just it was just great. It was just great. You know, I think kids. I'm a bit, you know, I've had a few drinks. You know, kids are missing that today. I really think they would have enjoyed that. Because I know I bloody enjoyed it. Building the bonfire. You know, that's what Guy Fawkes was all about. The bonfire, not fireworks. You know, I think the fireworks come in later. I don't think it was always a part of it. It was always building the bonfire. So, you know, because that's what it was about when Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the arses of Parliament. What if he succeeded doing that? Would we still have Bonfire Night, Guy Fawkes Night? Perhaps someone should do it again. No, joking, of course. No, I'm not. I'm fucking being deadly serious. I would love to see the fucking. I'd love to see the government. They're just wankers. You know, they're just wankers. Not personally myself. You know. I don't know. I hate to see death and fucking shit like that. You know, I don't like that. But when it's a bunch of wankers running a country, you can understand the frustrations. and you can understand things, but no, I don't want to see death and shit like that. I don't want to see that. But excuse me. But you know, I miss the old the point of it. You know, I miss the point of Guy Fawkes Night. You know, it was a bonfire, fireworks. Not so case of the fireworks, but it was an added extra, say. It was an added extra, but nowadays, November the 5th is all about fireworks, nothing else. And that's not what it was about. It was about bonfire. Guy on top of the bonfire, making your own guy. That was the point of Guy Fawkes Night. Yes, it's okay, you know, the bangers, the Catherine wheels, and who remembers indoor fireworks? Buying the indoor fireworks, the sparklers. Do they still sparklers anymore? I know that could be very health and safety these days, because they can be very dangerous. You know, especially if a little child's little children holding them. You know, they can be very dangerous. But yeah, but when I was a kid, I used to handle sparklers. Used to light fireworks. Yes, I was a little bit careless at times, but I think we all was. But it was part of the fun. It was part of the fun back in the day. Making the bonfire. The bonfire was the best time. The best part of it was the bonfire. I love the bonfire. But can someone tell me, is the law changed on bonfires now? Can you light a bonfire anymore? Even like I remember back in the day, in the 80s, you know, this used to be a community thing. A community, like in a field or something like that, used to collect so much wood and stuff, build a massive bonfire not in a park, in a local area, just set fire to the fucking thing. You know, it was a community thing, and it was great. Obviously, they can't do that now because, obviously, health and safety. Health and safety. I think that's what it majority is. It's all about health and safety these days. Yeah, I can sort of understand that, you know. Everything's getting safe now. When everything gets safe, it gets boring. More the safety, the more boring it gets. I can understand that if you've got you know, you've got children. I can totally understand that. But back in the 80s, I don't know, just the health and safety, it wasn't as bad. It was just more lenient, more relaxed. Everything was more relaxed back in like the time when I was a kid. A lot of things were much more relaxed. Everything is just, nowadays is just boring crap. Maybe I'm just getting old. Perhaps, you know, health and safety is there for a reason. But I just miss it. You know, I miss bonfires. It was the smell of the bonfire. It was everything about it. It was just, you know, it was good. Okay, it fucked up your garden a bit. You go around the shop and get some grass seeds and fucking fill it, you know, grow back. I don't know. But that was the point of Guy Fawkes, was having a bonfire. Not fireworks, a bonfire. Because he was burnt alive. Penny for the guy. You won't see that anymore. You will not see that anymore. But you see, trick or treating's just, what's the fucking point? That don't mean that is nothing. That's no meaning. Halloween, what the fuck is all that? It's just some fucking shit that started in America and ended up all over the world. That does not have any meaning whatsoever, Halloween. At least November 5th, Guy Fawkes, has a sort of meaning to it. You know, as a tradition. Building a bonfire. You know, it happened. Halloween is just bollocks. I'm sorry, but it's people that love Halloween, but I just think it's utter bollocks. Even when I was a kid, it was just utter bollocks. Because it doesn't mean nothing. It's just a fucking way to get on the scrounge. Go around door to door. Trick or treat. Fuck off. It's just scrounging. You know, I know penny for the guy. There was something different about that. Because you went out the way to create a guy, make a guy. You know, and that's been going on for a long time. And I think that was a great tradition, and unfortunately that tradition has died. It's all about the fireworks now. And a lot of people don't have no real meaning of what it was. It was about bonfires, making the guy, putting the guy on the bonfire and setting fire to the fucking thing. Which, that's great, you know. And being a kid, amazing. Great days, great days. Unfortunately, things have changed. Anyway, tell me what you think about Guy Fawkes Night, Bonfire Night, Fireworks Night. What is it called now? Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.